Hello everyone and welcome to John Drinks, and today in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, here are 5 facts you may not know about Guinness. Number 1. Guinness signed a 9,000-year lease. In 1759, the St. James Gate Brewery in Dublin was sitting unoccupied when Arthur Guinness came along and decided to make use of the building. Through some canny business wrangling, Arthur managed to secure a yearly rent of £45 for the very ambitious period of 9,000 years. The lease was ultimately null and void when, due to expansion of the brewery, Guinness were forced to buy the underlying land of the brewery outright. Number 2. Guinness isn't black.
It's like when you're a kid. The first time they tell you that the world's turning and you just can't quite believe it because everything looks like it's standing still.
Yes, it's hard to believe, but the black stuff is actually anything but. It's not easy to see, partly due to the density of the beer, but hold a pint of Guinness to the light and you'll see it is in fact a deep ruby red colour. The company attribute this to the roasted barley in the drink's creation. Number 3. Guinness isn't good for you. When Guinness was first advertised in printed press, it led with the claim of being a valuable restorative for influenza and other illnesses. This follows a trend of the time of other brands, including Bovril and Digestive Biscuits, to claim restorative or health-giving benefits to their products that simply didn't exist. The marketing was so effective, however, bottles of Guinness were even handed out to blood donors and pregnant women with the claim Guinness was a good source of iron. It isn't. Number 4. Guinness led the way for worker benefits. Working conditions in 1907 were often brutal and exploitative. Not so, however, for the workers at Guinness. A reform of the working conditions of the brewery's 5,000 employees was tabled by Sir John Lumsden and ran at a cost of £40,000 to the brewery per year. That's 20% of the total wages bill for the company. Lumsden was the chief medical officer for the company and a noted humanist. His work for Guinness focused on the well-being of its employees. This work included a review of all employee housing with an aim to eradicate overcrowding and the spread of tuberculosis. He scrutinised the diets of the staff and even established cookery classes for the wives of employees to improve their overall diet. And he even provided first aid classes for the company that proved so popular it led to the formation of the first registered brigade of St. John Ambulance in Ireland. He was noted in this role during the Easter Rising of 1916, in which he provided medical aid for anyone who was wounded, regardless of which side they fought on. And number 5. There is a proper way to pour Guinness. Anyone who has ordered a Guinness, and that's a lot of you, know the long, agonising wait for their pint of the red stuff. According to Guinness, there are 6 stages to the perfect pint.
The first one is to take a nice clean branded glass. Use the Harp logo here as your target. The second step, which is the 45-degree angle, aim the spout for the back of the Harp. The third step, nice and slow, allow the liquid bounce off the back of the Harp. You'll hear that sound. Keep the glass at an angle so the liquid comes to the bottom of the Harp. Slowly straighten the glass and the liquid comes to the top of the Harp. You stop. Step 4. Allow it to cascade and surge. Allow it to come in alive in front of the customer. They want to see this. They want to see it form. They want to see it settle. What is happening here is the nitrogen bubbles that are in solution are coming away from the beer. That one looks just about right. As you can see, the head is formed between the top and bottom of the Harp, and the white logo has the Guinness behind it. So step 5, take it back. Push the tap away. It opens it a little slower so the beer doesn't come in at too high a speed. You create that perfectly domed pint. Present that to your fantastic customer. Look him in the eye so he can recognize you just crafted perfection. And step 6, standing proud, looking to the horizon, bring that elbow up. You're going to take a quick sip, pull the liquid through under the head and watch that flavor explode.
Here's the thing. It's likely rubbish. Guinness has always been heavy on its marketing, and according to a recent series of articles by BuzzFeed and other more reputable sources, the likely cause for the ritual is due to the switch from wooden casks to nitrogen-rich metal casks in the 1950s. Drinkers of Guinness were wary of the change and perceived there would be a significant change to the dry stout's taste. So around the same time, Guinness began shouting about the perfect way to pour a Guinness. The official settle time for a pint of Guinness is 119.5 seconds, 1/2 a second lower than 2 minutes. And that's the point. It's about seeming precise and maintaining an image. And for anyone who remains steadfast that a giant company like Guinness would never lie about their product to their customers, blood donors used to think the same. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you found it informative. Are there any facts that I missed? Let me know down below. And we'll see you for the next video on Saturday.